Socrates stands as a towering figure in the annals of philosophy. Born in Athens in 470 BC, his life and thought would irrevocably shape Western intellectual history. Unlike many philosophers, Socrates left behind no written works. Our understanding of him comes primarily from the writings of his students, most notably Plato. Socrates' legacy rests upon his relentless pursuit of truth and his profound influence on subsequent generations of thinkers. Socrates was renowned for his sharp wit and his even sharper tongue. He roamed the streets and marketplaces of Athens, engaging in dialogues with anyone willing to test their beliefs. His method, known as the Socratic method, involved posing a series of probing questions designed to expose inconsistencies and compel individuals toward rigorous self-examination. Socrates believed that true wisdom lay not in the possession of answers, but in the relentless pursuit of knowledge through questioning and critical thinking. This approach earned him both admirers and enemies in equal measure. Despite his intellectual contributions, Socrates' unorthodox methods and his penchant for challenging authority did not sit well with everyone in Athenian society. His relentless questioning of traditional beliefs and his critiques of powerful figures made him a controversial figure. In 399 BC, at the age of 70, Socrates was formally charged with impiety and corrupting the youth of Athens. The charges against Socrates were politically motivated, stemming from his association with individuals who had supported the 30 Tyrants, a brief oligarchical regime that had ruled Athens after its defeat in the Peloponnesian War. However, at their core, the accusations reflected a deeper unease with Socrates' relentless questioning of established norms and his unwavering commitment to truth, even when it challenged the status quo. Central to Socrates' philosophical approach was the Socratic method, a dialectical process of inquiry that involved a series of carefully crafted questions. Rather than imparting knowledge directly, Socrates aimed to guide his interlocutors to discover truths for themselves through a process of reasoned reflection. He believed that true understanding could only emerge through active engagement and critical examination. The Socratic method emphasized the importance of definitions, seeking to establish clear and consistent meanings for abstract concepts like justice, piety, and courage. Through relentless questioning, Socrates exposed the limitations of superficial understanding and compelled his listeners to confront the complexities and nuances of their own beliefs. This method, though often frustrating for those subjected to it, proved remarkably effective in fostering critical thinking and stimulating intellectual growth. Socrates' trial took place before a jury of 501 Athenian citizens. He defended himself with characteristic wit and eloquence, arguing that his accusers had misrepresented his intentions and that his pursuit of truth was a service to the city of Athens. However, the political climate was against him, and the jury found him guilty by a narrow margin. The prosecution demanded the death penalty, but Socrates was given the opportunity to propose an alternative sentence. True to his principles, he refused to compromise his integrity by suggesting a punishment that he did not deserve. He suggested, with more than a hint of irony, that he should be rewarded for his service to the city with free meals in the Prytaneum, a public dining hall reserved for honored citizens. His defiance sealed his fate. The jury voted in favor of the death penalty. Socrates spent his final days in prison, surrounded by his friends and disciples. He engaged in philosophical discussions, showing remarkable composure. On the appointed day, Socrates drank the cup of hemlock poison. His death was slow and agonizing, but he faced it with courage and dignity. His final words to Crito were, "We owe a cock to Asclepius. Will you remember to pay the debt?" Socrates' death sent shockwaves through Athenian society and beyond. His execution transformed him into a martyr for truth and free thought, his name becoming synonymous with the pursuit of wisdom in the face of adversity. His influence on Western philosophy has been profound and enduring. Plato, Socrates' most famous student, dedicated his life to preserving and developing his teacher's ideas. Through his dialogues, Plato explored a wide range of philosophical questions, from the nature of justice and beauty to the meaning of life and death, often using Socrates as his mouthpiece. Socrates' emphasis on reason, virtue, and the pursuit of knowledge became cornerstones of Western philosophical thought, influencing countless thinkers across the centuries. His legacy continues to inspire us to question assumptions, challenge authority, and strive for a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.